Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's end-of-day world currencies, stock markets and commodities wrap-up for Tuesday, April 8th, 2025. Kicking things off, I'm Victoria Cashmore. In currency markets, the greenback showed broad weakness against major European currencies. The US dollar fell notably against the Swiss franc and the Japanese yen, dropping by 1.2% and 1% respectively, amid very strong negative trends. Looking at returns, the US dollar has declined significantly year-to-date against the euro, down 5.5%. Meanwhile, against the Aussie dollar, it's gained nearly 5% month-to-date, showing considerable strength in the Pacific region. The greenback achieved notable milestones, reaching new all-time highs against both the offshore yuan and the kiwi. It's also maintained an upward streak against the loonie, closing higher for 3 consecutive sessions. The week-to-date returns show the dollar gaining the most against the offshore yuan, up 1.7%. Against the Singapore dollar, it's shown positive momentum with upward volatility persisting for 4 consecutive days.
Looking at global stock market tracking ETFs, I'm Max Profit. Poland led modest gains, up 0.65% to 24.70. Japan followed with a 0.53% increase to 61.65. Both showing strong downward volatility despite today's uptick. New Zealand, Switzerland, and Belgium posted marginal gains under 0.25%, all maintaining very strong negative trends. Looking at returns, Poland stands out with an 18.35% year-to-date gain, despite an 11.8% decline this month. Switzerland shows a modest 2.5% year-to-date return. The remaining markets are showing negative year-to-date performance, with week-to-date losses averaging around 2%. Asian markets face significant pressure today. Indonesia plunged 5.2% to 14.36, hitting a new all-time low. South Korea dropped 3.5%, marking its 5th consecutive down day. Thailand fell 3.4%, reaching all-time lows for 4 straight sessions. Hong Kong and Singapore both declined over 2.5%. The bearish sentiment is reflected in the returns data. Thailand and Indonesia show the steepest year-to-date declines at 24.9% and 22.3% respectively. All 5 markets are experiencing significant month-to-date losses ranging from 9% to 14.9%, with Singapore showing the largest monthly decline.
Considering commodities, I'm Liquidity. Gold futures closed at 2,997.40, up 23.80, showing a mixed positive trend. Silver futures at 29.75 is up for the 2nd consecutive day, while copper futures dropped 1.7% to 4.11, with notable downward volatility. Year-to-date returns show gold futures leading with a 13.5% gain. Silver futures has gained just 1.8% since January, while aluminum futures has declined 12.7%. Month-to-date, metals are showing significant weakness across the board. Energy futures faced substantial pressure today. Brent crude and crude oil futures both hit all-time lower closes, down 4.2% and 4.1% respectively. Natural gas fell 4.7%, marking its 4th consecutive down day. The energy sector's decline is reflected in month-to-date returns. Crude oil has fallen 18.6%, while Brent crude is down 17.4%. Natural gas shows a 15.5% decline, highlighting the sector's broad weakness. Mixed performance in livestock futures today. Live cattle rose 1.7%, while feeder cattle fell 2.1% in its 4th consecutive down day. Lean hogs broke downward, after a week of sideways movement, dropping 3.7%. Looking at year-to-date performance, lean hogs and feeder cattle show modest gains of around 3.5%. Class 2 milk has experienced the largest decline, down 15.5% since the start of the year. In grains, corn futures showed strength, rising 2.1% with strong upward volatility. Soybean futures gained 2%, while oat futures declined 2%, marking its fifth consecutive down day. Month-to-date returns in grains show corn outperforming with a 3.8% gain. Oats have declined 4.7%, while soybeans show a modest decline of 1.1% over the same period. In soft commodities, mixed performance dominates today. Orange juice led gains, rising 6.1% to 225. Cocoa and sugar showed notable weakness, falling 4% and 2.8% respectively. Coffee futures extended their decline to 5 consecutive days amid strong downward volatility. The returns data reveals significant year-to-date divergence. Orange juice and cocoa show substantial declines of 54% and 34% respectively. Cotton futures displays relative stability with a modest week-to-date gain of 6.3%, outperforming other soft commodities in the short term.
And with that, we conclude another end-of-day world currency, markets and commodities wrap-up. I'm Victoria Cashmore, along with my AI co-hosts Max Profit and Liquidity. Thanks for watching. Look for daily wrap-ups every day just after 5 p.m. New York time. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew. Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check into the channel daily for coverage of stocks, cryptocurrency and commodities. Thanks for watching.